Are we comparing a 200cc bike with a 250cc bike simply because they are priced so close to each other? Not really. There is more to it than just that. Both the bikes make 25 bhp of power, both have different USPs, and a lot of buyers want to decide which one of these two is the right choice for them. In terms of looks, the Duke 200 is a menacing looking motorcycle and is every bit a KTM. KTM has made the Duke look just as crazy and outrageous as you would expect it to be. The CBR, on the other hand, is a handsome looking motorcycle but fails to draw the amount of attention that the Duke does. Both these designs have their own set of benefits. The Duke, being a naked bike, not only looks amazing but is also easier to flick around in city traffic. The CBR, despite its fairing, is surprisingly easy to ride in city traffic too, but it's just a tad behind the Duke on this front. On the highways, however, it's a different story. The CBR's fairing and visor allow the rider to duck under and attain higher speeds without having to face the brunt of the wind. The Duke's naked styling, on the other hand, plays spoil sport at high speeds, and the wind blast is a major irritant. If you talk about the price and VFM, the Duke 200 is definitely more value for money. Its underbelly exhaust, upside-down front forks, and that supercomputer of an MID ensure that you've got your money's worth for Rs 1.45 lakh. The CBR 250R is a good proposition too, but the non-ABS version, which is comparable to the Duke in terms of price, costs Rs 1.60 lakh and does not offer the gadgetry that the Duke does. The CBR has been around for a while, and its minimal instrument cluster, although sufficient, does not give as much information as the Duke's pod. Both these bikes are value for money propositions, but the Duke inches ahead of the CBR due to the better kit offered at a lower price point. And even if you do take into account the ABS version, you are shelling out substantially more than you would on a KTM Duke. Although both the bikes make 25 bhp of peak power, the CBR makes it there faster. The Duke's peak power comes up at 10,000 RPM, while the CBR's 25 bhp comes in at a much lower 8,500 RPM. So while the CBR does not have the urgency and the maddening throttle response of the Duke, it has a much stronger top end. One good thing about the Duke though is that it's a high revving motor, and you have power in almost every gear. It doesn't matter what gear you're in. The Duke continues to surge forward like a hyperactive teenager on steroids. The CBR, on the other hand, is smoother, calmer, and much more mature in the way the power is delivered. It does not move with the short and sudden leaps that the Duke does. Instead, it has a smooth gallop, equally fast but with half the drama. It isn't very happy under 3000 RPM in the city, so you will have to work the gears a bit more than you would on a Duke. But remember that the CBR is also more comfortable, especially for taller riders. So which one's more fun to ride? Well, it depends on what kind of rider you are. The dramatic brute power and responsiveness of the Duke will appeal to anyone who rides it. The question is, do you want to constantly ride in that manner? The strong top-end performance and smooth power delivery of the CBR too impresses almost all riders. But then again, can you live without the frantic urgency that the Duke offers? It is a very close fight between these two, and there is no one clear winner. It is simply about the riding style you as a rider prefer and how much you can adapt to these exhilarating machines.